evening, Big Cat. Welcome, or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or messages. Come in, come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Yes, my dear Big Cat. Be careful. Be very, very careful of whom you invite into your home, your domicile, your patch of peace on this Malkuth. You may be inviting the Candyman or Beetlejuice or maybe Jack the Ripper personified, who's after your ass and not necessarily in that order. The planetary energies are: the Skullduggerous moon is in Taurus, conjunct to Uranus in Taurus.
Oh my God, I love it.
The Taurus moon asks you to show yourself some tenderness and kindness, right? You need a bit of T and K to yourself. Why? Prioritizing your needs and knowing that there are many out there that are most definitely prioritizing their needs, and they need to what? Take your hairline, take your sanity, get into your Skrilla, pollute your pH balance, darling dear, lie on you, spy on you, and in some cases, have your brown bread, Big Cat. Prioritize yourself, yeah? The beauty of the day is knowing how fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely you are. And how much the universe loves you. You are the Most High's favorite child. And every time before you are to ascend to a new spiritual level, the devil will send out its most diligent worker to take you off your gangster, darling dear. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it, Big Cat. Practice self-care. Get your self-care routine on, Big Cat. This will boost your confidence and encourage that healthy glow. And change your mind to one that don't let just anybody kick their way into your hemisphere. I've told you many a time, my dear Big Cat. Yourself, your whole persona, your life is an exclusive VIP club. And not everyone must be allowed to enter your VIP club. And if you should be as unfortunate to inviting the devil's most diligent worker into your VIP club, that invite must be rescinded. Toot sweet, that means immediately, blood. Let's dive in, darling dears. Let's dive in and see what goes on. Yeah, because if you invite the wrong people into your house, you'll have all of this in your life. Yes, it's tatty because we use it often, right? Point A and point B. And nobody don't want that, babe. Because I'm telling you, your hairline, they'll be rapid with it. Forget about your hair. Just shave the whole of that bitch off. Shave your whole head bald and shine it up, mate, if you're going to invite the Skullduggerous to sit at your table, darling dears. Especially when they pray to Beetlejuice and Candyman. Are you mad? Blood bra or Sistine? Let's get a rune and kick off and see what's going on. You're too busy flying high, Big Cat. Too busy. With Pluto in Aquarius, it can go either or either. Know your worth and add tax, Big Cat. We ain't got time for folio. With the what? T-Rex arms and the trippy talker ways. What's this? Good golly and gosh. This is answers, represented by the magician in tarot. In the runestone, it represents the God card, as well as the ancestors, darling dears. This is about you what? Stepping into a more leadership role. This is about you understanding your personal power, your worth, understanding that your words carry spiritual weight, darling dears. This is about you what? Having acquired certain knowledges, darling dears, ones that you had to seek in order to find them, darling dear. The magician is represented by air energy, darling dears. As well as Mercury energy. Mercury is about having a rational mind. Mercury is the third planet. The numerology of it all is about the groups that will be coming towards you, darling dear, because they're not going to come single-handed. The wicked are always mob-handed, darling dear. The feeble-minded need feeble-minded to have strength against a big cat. Why? Because they saw you as what? A nobody. Yes, they did. And Divine said, I'm going to pick you up in front of everybody and make you into somebody. And then God said, touch not my anointed. The magician energy also speaks on what? You being what? An alchemist. You've got those badass alchemist ways. Your words, as I said, carry spiritual weight. This is about you tapping into your creativity. You are in full tip-top manifestation mode at this moment in time as you continue to transform in this transformative season. Divine is asking you to use logic and common sense. Yes, your flip-flop, common sense, is like a what? Superpower to the feeble-minded, darling dear. They wouldn't know what to do with it. You have a powerful mind, darling dear. Use it always. Direct your intentions to what you want and have confidence in what you are creating in the name of the Most High. Because nothing they send to you can touch you, darling dear. You are anointed. You are blessed. You are highly favored. Psalms 91:1. You lean back in faith and was covered. Ephesians 6:13. With the whole spiritual armor. Remember I told you that, bestie? Pinkies up. Yeah. Be careful who you invite at this stage of the game, darling dears. And dare not. You allow loneliness for you to invite what? Beetlejuice or Candyman back into your life. Don't do it. I feel guided to take a domino. Oh, you've got two of them. Let's see what these numbers amount to. Same like when you cast runes, you read them from right to left. You've got 7 and 8. 7 and 8 goes to what? 15, right? And what's 15 in tarot? The devil card, darling dear. Someone or someones who are extremely obsessively jealous. This person or people would like to come in like they're going to come in like a lamb, but it's a lamb coming to slaughter your blood clot. I just told you that, big cat. I told you. I did. And you didn't have to force me. You didn't have to push me around. I told you. I'm a pointer, not a picker. You have the energy of the 7, then the 8, darling, your divine timing. Your steps are being divinely ordered. You have the 5 and a 2, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. You are spiritually protected, darling dears, highly intuitive. And this is your time for you to stand in your authority and know your power, the power that you command. The table that you sit at, darling dear, and whom is at the head of your table? The Most High, Father God, Mother Isis. You also have again the 2, which is again the High Priestess, Moon energy, Cancer and Pisces energy. The 5 is Taurus energy, and we've also got the 6, Gemini energy, for clear thinking and a rational mind. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so it speaks about siblings maybe coming back, someone whom you was neighborly to, or even a neighbor is going to try and bleed back into your hemisphere. They thought you was down for the count. I've told you many times, big cat, you was just praying, and now you've said amen. So be it moot. And now they wants to come back and jump on your ride. Well, guess what? No free lunches. Law number 40 of the 48 laws of power. We don't enjoy free lunches, and we don't give free lunches. We haven't got the time nor the energy. Too busy what? Co-creating in the name of the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis. The energy, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. The 2-5 speaks about an attempt, right, is going to be defeated. Somebody's going to, and it also speaks about public office. Someone in the public eye, in public office, you're going to see them get a very big defeat. There's a lot of people in power at this moment in time, but I'm waiting for them to be defeated. They're getting on my flipping nerves, blood. Listen, don't let me talk about things, right, because I'll take myself on a tangent and we'll be gone for hours. Anyhow, whatever weapon they try to form against you, darling dear, they will be defeated, and their shame and their iniquity will be shown in the public eye, darling dears. Remember, all eyes are on you. You also have the 2 and the 6, right? You've got the 2-5 and the 6, and then the 2-6. The 2-5 and then the 2-6. Yes, darling dears, I told you, divinely ordered. And then it goes from what? 7 to 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, darling dear. 5, 6, and 7 is ruled by the fixed signs, darling dears. This is about you being respected in your field. You tackled something extremely slowly, ever forward, darling dears. See, the wicked don't want me to talk, darling dears. Let's keep going. If it keeps getting jittery, I'll cut this short and put it out in a recorded message. But anyway, well, I'll press on because I'm a tenacious cat, darling dears. As I was saying, big cat, lean in. The 2-6 speaks about good luck, success, right? In all matters concerning you. Your luck and your success is going to bring the what? Beetlejuice and Candyman back from the dead, darling dear. The pet cemeteryites to try and take you down. Well, guess what? Divine said, touch not my anointed. Those that choose to walk the path, darling dears. It's not easy, and it's not for the faint-hearted to do the shadow work on a daily basis, to question every thought, to work late into the night on what you want and not what you need, darling dears. It took strength of only a big cat. Cat. Right, let's get a deck. I'm going to go with my favorite oracle cards if I can find them. I keep moving my things around. Did I put it over here? Where did I put them? I don't think I'm supposed to move that deck. Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I don't think I'm supposed to use it if I can't see it. Base of the deck. What did I say, darling dear? You've been dedicated like a field hand. And it also breathes into what? Someone paid someone to put an altar or light a candle in your name, darling dear. Something was written down. But remember, this is Boomerang season. Just saw 1221 on the counter, darling dears. What they want for you is what? Wickedness. They would like to see you scuppered. But remember, they saw you as a nobody, and divine earmarked you to be somebody and raised you up in front of everybody. Then said, touch not my anointed. They don't like your dedication. They don't like the what? That you've got a full hairline replenished by the Most High and rosemary oil. They don't like the ponytail you put behind you like the past. They don't like the way your nostrils flutter to let in air. They don't like high shadow on your eyes. They don't like it. What does your ancestors think? This is a lot of cards. I'll take the 2 that's near me and put the others back. They read something about you. They've been getting readings on you, darling dears. I can't make this up. Whatever they saw, they didn't like it. Return to sender. Yes, baby, whomsoever read for them, darling dear, they will be covered by the same wickedness. Touch not the anointed. They was warned from the first card they drew not to read on you, darling dears. But did they stop? No, they didn't. They didn't. They thought this was play time. When we don't play. We what? We are on the chessboard of life, darling dear. What did I say? Whomsoever read for them, darling dear, should never have pulled cards on you. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, especially when the crown is in the reversed. This is what? The returning to sender of a curse, darling dear. Some form of spell work, darling dear. Somebody also wanted to weaken your defenses so you would allow the past to return. The same past that looks like Lot's wife, a pillar of salt. Let's get my gods and goddesses and get some more intel on this. These hood-looking alfalfas, they've got no chill or pause factor, big cat. But they will be sat down. Remember I told you that. They shouldn't have done it. They should have known from the first card that was turned over to leave you alone. But whomsoever did that and helped them cast it, maybe they even got their spell from Google Spell. And who put the spells on Google? These questions. They didn't ask themselves. Why? Because they're feeble-minded. Simpletons. Right? Trust your instincts, darling dears. You know whom these people or person is, darling dear. The owl is the wisest of them all. Right? Some of them even try to attack your progeny. This is young, so youthful, or your youthfulness, darling dear, but you are protected by the Most High and your ancestral team. Base of the deck, we've got the Stag. Trust and thrive. Continue to trust in the unseen, darling dear. The unseen is having faith the size of a mustard seed, ever forwards, never backwards. Let nothing stop you, darling dears. Negative thoughts, the rinse and repeat of what happened, forgive them. That's the only way to call judgment in Keitha. And apparently, from what I hear, they've got an arrest warrant out on them, darling dear. On Malkuth as well as Keitha. Nothing like getting a kick or a spiritual kick in the nutsack, darling dear. Shouldn't have done it. Why didn't they leave you alone? Folio should have left you alone. And want to come back and like they didn't do anything to see if what they did, the wickedness they did, had worked. The hunter is now being hunted, darling dear. Base of the deck, we've got what? Direction Guardian. Choose your path, darling dear. They should have chosen the right path. And it also speaks about you, darling dear. Choose the path for which you are going to what? Walk for the next 20 years. I already told you, Pluto is in Aquarius. Choose wisely, darling dears. Take a look at the read that I did for each element for the next 20 years. I gave you the base, darling dear, the tools. It's up for you to what? Wind up your own clock. Choose your direction wisely. Because you will be protected, darling dear, but only up to a point. But you cannot come through. Jocelyn Hernandez, bring the past with you, darling dears. They chose to walk a dark path. They chose to get readings. They chose to what? Spell cast. Well, guess what? It's return to sender season. Boomerang for they, them and Yeah. Wounded, darling dear. And it also speaks about somebody's paranoid. They're proper paranoid blood. They can't even trust the people that are around. They're around the what? The disingenuous, right? The lackadaisical and the brackpocketous, and those that are not spiritually guided. This person or people are feeling wounded at this moment in time. It's a wounding of their pride. Well, guess what? Pride always comes before a fall. And guess what? The fall they have, and fall they shall continue to do, darling dears. This also speaks about being a spiritual warrior, darling dears. You was wounded many times, but what? As they fall to your left, they fall to your right. You still go on, darling dears. Divine does not want you to look to the left or the right. Divine wants you to choose your divine path, your true direction, darling dear, and follow it to the letter. The Eight of Wands, darling dears. In the upright, I might add, is Sagittarius energy, the only weaponized zodiac sign. Sagittarius, lean in, big cat. The key word for Sagittarius is what? I aspire. This is about your vision being expanded. Many of you are taking a more philosophical look on life, darling dear, tapping into your spiritual or religious side. But this is about you, what? Gaining more education. Divine wants you to continue with higher education. Yes, Sagittarius also speaks about a long journey. You have been on a long journey. When you are remaking yourself in the image of the Most High, you have to undo what you learned. And what? Be open to learn new things. This is about having a higher mind, a higher consciousness, darling dears. And remember, what you believe, you shall conceive. Remember, I told you that. Your dreams, darling dear, pay attention to your dreams and write them down. They may not make sense now, but as it continues to unfold, darling dears, you will see that you was always being guided. You was always being protected. Let's see what's going on. Notice all of the eyes on the card is looking forward. So this is present energy that's going down right now, big cat. So what else is going on? Situations that you let go of, darling dears, because they weren't working for you. Some of them wanted you barking at passing cars. Some of you are also being pushed to let go of a job, a situation that doesn't serve you. It could also be a home situation, because Pentacles is tangible things, something that you built. It's time for you to let a situation go, choose the direction you want to be in, and go for it, darling dear. Remember, none of us know the day, the hour, or the minute. Don't hitch and don't wait. Let go of what no longer serves you. If it's causing you concern, it's time for you to let it go. You have spiritually outgrown it. The lesson you was meant to learn, you learned it there, darling dears. Yes, it may have given you some form of recognition and the Skrilla.com you needed at that time. But you know what? Divine will make your cup run off over. But it's time for you to let go of a situation now. Let it go. Clarify the Three of Pentacles, please. The Three of Pentacles is Capricorn energy as well as Mars energy. Mars is about taking the initiative to go forward, darling dears, in a socket to them kind of a way. Mars also speaks about your desires as well as taking action. Your keyword is initiation. Continue to be what? Self-assured and assertive, darling dears. Let a situation go. It served you for a time, but it no longer serves you. Look, justice is its name, and this is clear thinking. Justice is represented by Libra energy. It's partnerships of a marriage. As I said, it could be of a job, it could be of a business, and it could also be of ideals, ideas, spiritual, darling dears. Things that was set in stone for you no longer is for you, darling dear. You have to find the balance as you let these situations go, because you are a child of the light. Divine will catch you, but don't be foolhardy enough to bring paradigms, places, and people with you, darling dear. If they did you wrong before, they will do you worse if you allow them back in. Remember what I said about Beetlejuice and Candyman? The Justice card. What did I say? You've got a lot of wicked, jealous, bitter eyes on you. Two of Swords. Because you chose to let go of a situation. But you have to also remember, the situation and circumstances you let go, you are above them now, darling dears, not below them. And you are the karma for if it's a person, you are the karma for this person or people. If it's a job, it's karmic for you to leave now, darling dears. You've outgrown that situation. There's a lot of bureaucracy in that situation. Swords can also represent a job, some kind of foundation, right? If it's a job, you will never be promoted. Why? Because you're the smartest cat in the room. Time to take a chance on you, big cat. You've got a lot of bitter, jealous eyes on you. They don't like you, blood. They said bad things about you, big cat. They call you everything but a child of God. Yeah, because you have opportunities and a new beginning, darling dear. It's time for you to take that leap of faith. Step without seeing the stare. You've done the due diligence. You've worked hard. It's time for you to what? Set sail in a new direction. This is fledgling states, because not because you're going to be, how can I put it? With a lack of knowledge. This is the Pentacles in the upright. You will have the knowledge, but it's a new beginning in a new direction. But a direction that you must have faith. You're being divinely guided to bring the balance into your life. Move away from what no longer serves you. Let them watch, darling dear. They saw you as a nobody until Father God chose you to be lifted up in front of everybody and made you into somebody. When the Most High said, what? Touch not my anointed, but you will get a front row seat. You have opportunities coming towards you. In some of you, it's the shape of a new partner, a new lover. For others, you're going to see one of your progeny lift up, raised up. Yeah. To a prominent place in life, darling dear. Some of you were born to be spiritual leaders. You lead by what? The life you had, darling dear. What you've overcome. Wisdom is for the wise, darling dear. Many of you are set to be mentors and teachers. Teaching what? Another big cat. I've told you many times, you will be the survival kit for another big cat. And in some cases, your own progeny, darling dears. You will make them proud with the changes you make in your life. What about the circumstance and situations that no longer serves the big cat? Oh, there's a lot of cards. Letting go of those situations will bring you emotional fulfillment, darling dears. This is also what? Breaking a generational curse. It could have been one of that was emotional, full of emotional turmoil, trauma. I told you your progeny will be proud of you if you have them, darling dear. But it's also going on to a situation where you will feel more comfortable having progeny if you don't have them. Yeah. There's a lot of fighting going on in the background. This goes to 6 of Wands, darling dears. A lot of fighting. People are seeing you be successful. Divine took you, who they saw as nobody, and made into somebody. King of Wands speaks of being a natural born leader, able to be, some of you are public speakers, or you have the gift of the gab, darling dear. It also speaks about you being intuitive with your choices. You know what your next move is, darling dear, but you cannot speak it amongst the many. You can't tell anyone, really. Talk to God. But there's a lot of gossip at your back, darling dear. People that was looking down at you, they didn't realize that you, that nobody, you was going to be what? Somebody who divine chose to be raised in front of everybody. You are royal, darling dear. Your Majesty, it's time for you to let go of a situation that does not fit your paradigm anymore. You have to trust, have trust and faith in your motivation, right? Your inspiration. You are built to inspire others. I told you many of you are spiritual gangsters and you don't even know it. But how will you know unless you take this leap of faith, darling dears? Take the leap of faith. You were born to win, and all you will do is win. Commander of the biggest pentacle of it all. I told you, spiritual gangster, being inspired and motivating others. It also speaks about a ring bearer. Maybe you will meet your true divinely guided partner on this new path as you kick your way into this new path, darling dears. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll meet a mentor that is going to inspire you to be the best cat. You're meant to be on this Malkuth. Remember, none of us know the day, the minute, or the hour, but both of these two aces together speaks of the new beginning. A spiritually guided, some of you is first a passionate new beginning, a true love's first kiss, but it also speaks about breaking ground in a new direction. This is a hand of God, darling dear, a hand of God. Clarify the Justice card, please. Making the right contracts is the right choices, darling dear. Time for you to move forward. Let go of the past. The past you cannot change. The past is for recon only. We don't tarry in the past. We use the past as what? Intel, with our memory of an elephant, darling dear. The past is full of the DNS which you've overcome. Had to look over my shoulder because he ain't catching me again, blood. I told you I'm a dexterous cat and I learn. Time for you to stand in your authority, darling dears. This is being an entrepreneur. This is bossing up, going for that job that you've always wanted, darling dears. Whatever the paradigm is for you, you are a born leader, not a follower. This is why God chose you, whom they believed to be nobody, and lifted you up to somebody in front of everybody. This is also what? This line alone is saying that some of you are walking into your long-term partner. This is the building of a business, something that is going to bring generational wealth, darling dear, but it's going to be spiritually guided. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to your intuition and act immediately. Base of the deck, darling dear. Yeah, jealous and frivolous. I told you. Beetlejuice or Pennywise the clown. Yes, Pennywise son or daughter would like to come and revisit you again. The past is going to try and come back with their frivolous, fickle energy, darling dears. Some of them think they can get you between the sheets again. Well, guess what? They're busted. Come through the Isley brothers. Posh, clap. You don't want them back. Because all they did was take your hairline. They stressed you out, blood. You was at your stress threshold. You was at the point of pissed offedness, darling dears. Yes. And they are stressed out about you. They never believed that you would achieve what you've achieved so far. But this is only just the beginning, darling dears. Fledgling stages. Look. Folio is watching you build a stable foundation, calling in mutual minds, and you have things coming towards you quickly, but it's time for you to take that leap of faith. Stressed, pressed and perturbed, darling dear. Worried about what's going on for you, darling dear, instead of focusing on their own astroturf, furthering their own life, darling dear. Some of them are going stark raving mad because they can't believe it's you, darling dear. Anyone but you. Well, guess what? Nobody's winning, darling dear. Nobody is somebody in front of everybody. 2 9s on the tableau speaks about what? A minor gain. Whatever they did to you, darling dear, was a minor gain. Because as a big cat, you don't fight battles, you win wars. As I said, a stable foundation, mutual minds working together. Some of you are going to be getting invitations, or you've received the invitation to some kind of a function. When we see the ones, it's family, neighbors. Should you attend this invitation that you've been given, you can, but you're going to have to keep your mouth shut about what you've got going on. You don't have to tell them nothing, darling dear. Why? Because they're watching you. And look, this goes to 999. 999 is that you're being told to embrace change and step into alignment with your soul's purpose, darling dear. It's time. It is time. Base of the deck, darling dear. Leave those that can't transform, darling dear, because they will try and take your light, take your energy. Their name is Prakala or Prakalisha, the vampire of it all, darling dear. They will try and take your power grid. They want to take you down and bring you back into a low vibing mode. When God lifted you up to be above, darling dear, not below. The right partner, the right opportunities will turn up, darling dears, because you did the due diligence. You did. You sowed the right seeds. In times when you was crying, darling dear, you was sowing the right seeds because you was choosing you. You was what? Banking on you. You put all of your faith in you, and you allowed Father God to sit at the head of your table. This is why you are winning. 144 in the chat. When the chosen assemble, fist bump. Base of the deck. What did I just say? 6 of Wands. I called it in. Here it is. All you do is win. Look where nobody's going now. To infinity and beyond, darling dear. Always getting blessings, and you're getting an upgrade. This is why Beetlejuice or Candyman wants to come in and say it's showtime. Be careful whom you invite back into your home, darling dears, because they come to lie to you. Bring subterfuge and bull swanky, darling dears. They will betray you again. And this is also the card of what? Spell work. Things being done at night. This is the type of person that will do a watusi for a graveyard, darling dear, picking up grave dirt. Who would do something like that? Folio. Just saw 3333 on the counter. You know you're in. It's a shoo-in, right? When we see 3333, it's the universe is working for you. Divine Father, God, Mother, Isis is working to make your dreams a reality. You must believe in yourself and trust your intuition, darling dears. Trust your intuition. Why would they want to come back now at this stage of the game? When you've been minding your... Because you're happy and you're blessed and you're highly favored. This is spiritual ascension, darling dears. If you've got progeny, they're happy. Holding on to your Ace of Wands, which is wrapped around your root chakra. You're not in survival mode. You're in manifestation mode. This is why. Nothing more from this deck. The deck closed itself. But look, when I turn it over, stand your ground, Scotty, because they're going to be coming in the multitude. Let's ask this deck another question. So how do they feel now that you're ascending and that you're happy, right? A happiness expert, too busy flying high to worry about what happened before, Donkey killed Philippe. Why now? Because you're a success. I told you, big cat. All you do is win. This is the success card, darling dear. And when you see something over their third eye, spiritually guided success, Cancer energy, moving forward, darling dear. And you're the boss. The King of Pentacles, darling, this is about you taking a gamble and a chance on you and winning. This is current energy. Always pay attention to where they're facing on the cards. They're facing to the left, you're looking in the past. They're facing to the future. To the right, they're looking into the future. And what you're getting, and they don't like it, darling dear. They would like you to lose everything you've achieved. This goes to 7 of Pentacles. The seeds you sowed, darling dear, and possibly even the stones they threw at you. You used it to be the foundation and the cornerstone of your new life. What else? Look, when the devil turns up, all of that spell work, that negative energy's got to go somewhere, darling dears, and the devil must be paid. Remember, what they tried to put on you is on them, darling dear. These are people that are what? Emotionally unhappy, wishing they'd taken the cup you'd offered and treated the cup you offered with respect, darling dear. But what did they do? What did they do? These people are bound by addictions, darling dears, insecurities, codependent, narcissistic, sociopaths, psychopaths, right? And they've got to sit with themselves, right? But they're going to still try. They will still try. Because it's your success, darling dear. They are attracted to your light. These unhappy ones. Emotionally unhappy, spiritually unhappy. And they've got a warrant out for their arrest. Let's get some final cards and we're out of here to get great. I know you love the Kipper so much, so we're going to go with the Kipper. Final messages for my big cats. Look at this. Leave them where they are, darling dears. Afraid of change. Too focused on you. And if they've got a car, it's a piece of shit, or they can't afford it. They're jealous of the Flintstones, darling dears. They're afraid of change. And they want to bring you back to that low vibing way. Afraid, darling dears. We as big cat, we feel everything and rise. Where what? They fear everything and run. Run to someone else. Look what you're running towards, big cat. Great fortune, right? It's been a journey. But remember, the destination is dodo dead. You have a 10. 10 speaks about what? Ending that, having ended that cycle is completed, right? This is not the time to renew it. This is the renewal of you. In numerology, we don't have a 10. It goes down to 1. It speaks about you, what? Being an innovator, and you are an initiator. It's time for you to take that leap of faith in the direction that you've been bandying around in your cranium, darling dear. You have all of the tools, and you'll be protected as well as guided. Because you are badassery at its finest. And this is my God card. In Kipper, you are protected and guided. Remember, be careful whom you invite into your home at this stage of the game. Not every hand being offered is a friendly hand. Not every ear that's listening is a what? A listening ear. They're an ear hustler. Right? You're getting a new beginning, and all they do is think about you. For others, somebody thought they was the dog's bollocks, darling dear. All them bitches in the background, but none of them can make you. All they can do is think about you and what you brought to the table. You may even have progeny with this people or person. Yeah. You'll be getting messages, darling dears. Spiritually guided, maybe by email, maybe by text message, whatever. Again, big cat, I'm your best friend. Pay no attention. This person wanted the worst for you. Remember I told you that. Split the deck and they're under judgment. What did I say? They've got a warrant for their arrest in Keitha as well as Malkuth. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat.